Yo, what's up? What's up, GM? Damn, there's already bearish unicorn shenanigans going on the 2 minute right there. Beautiful unicorn. We could wait for the macro, but it's already looking juicy. Let me see. Let me do a top down real quick. Turn off the executions. Choppy daily. I don't know about that. 4 hour bearish. So I'm liking the bearish unicorn. News. Wait, we have red carpet news? Fed chairman. Oh shit, you're right. Fuck, there's already a bearish unicorn happening here. It's unfortunate. It's so clean. So clean. But you're telling me there's red carpet news? I just saw, yeah. CPI was earlier, but there's still red carpet news. He was right. Red carpet news we have. Look right there. Fed chairman. Warsh testifies. I don't know what. But the 2 minute bearish unicorn is gonzo, boys. Yep. We have red carpet news at 10. Clean 2 minute bearish unicorn right there, bro. Right before the macro. Would have been break even, either way. But fuck, we do have red folder news. I think we might have to wait. Is that going to like spark a lot of volatility? Let me Google this fucking guy's name. Fed chairman Warsh testifies. What is he gonna testify, brother? The fuck is he gonna testify? On monetary policy in-house hearing. But what? Like, what exactly? Like, I need to know the context. Let's ask I have a friend, ChatGPT. Let me ask him. What does Inflation remains too high. We won't hesitate to raise rates higher for longer. The labor market remains strong. Treasury yields rise. USD and Q sells off, especially high duration tech names. If Wires is always bullish for Q. Now there's a bullish unicorn shenanigans going on, but we're gonna wait, boys. My sources are telling me that we are going to get some volatility. My sources are telling me that there will be a lot of movement. We can also go on financial juice. Need to know market risk. Stocks rose and bond yields fell after such an expected inflation date erased fears of reassurance in oil prices, which could prompt Federal Reserve to raise rates. If they raise the interest rates, the market will drop because the bond yields will go up. I mean, we are chopping it up a bit. Let's wait after 10. I feel like that will be the smart move to see exactly how or what the volatility is going to look like. Yo, what's up, Mr. Robinson? Tomorrow news at same time. Also, March speaking again. He's like Jerome Powell. He will say good morning and will drop 100 points. Fuck. That's not good. It's not a good idea to be inside of a trade if that motherfucker has that type of power. I could easily fuck up our trades. We are chopping it up a bit. Like I said, I would wait for this guy to speak. Financial juice is not really. Oh, I found it. I found it. But that shit will start at 8 a.m. 10 more minutes. Just let it chop up, boys. Like, don't even be hands on. Just play it cool. I am bearish ultimately, but I feel like this guy's words are going to determine a lot of things. So let's just chill and be patient. Got funded on Alpha Futures, finding out this bad news started. You see this off of my account. My Zero account is in ice as they move me to their platform. Bro, I don't know what. I logged into my trade copier. I have some Alpha Futures accounts right there. And I don't know what the fuck that means for me, but fuck it. Shit, I forgot I needed to boycott ChatGPT. Remembering right now. Yeah, extremely choppy. Let's wait a bit. Patience pays, boys. Remember, I'm a professional trader. I move with purpose, not emotion. My job is not to predict. My job is to react with discipline. The market is not my enemy. It's a mirror reflecting my patience, my greed, and my control. When I'm calm, the market rewards me with clarity. When I chase, the market punishes me with chaos. I don't need to trade often. I need to trade precisely. Every setup I take must earn its place. I trade quality, not quantity. I wait for alignment, not excitement. Losses don't break me, they teach me. A red trade is feedback, not failure. I don't fight to be right, I trade to be consistent. One trade does not define me, the process does. Facts. Freaking facts. Again, it wants to do bearish unicorn shenanigans. Can we be sneaky? Sneak a trade before? Like, I don't even want the market to give me a unicorn because I already know I'm going to be itching to take it. Depending on how many lows this takes. Oh my god, yes, no unicorn. Alright. Not even gonna think about it. They cut ties with Tradeovate, so no one has access to them with Alpha. I feel like I just need to full port their accounts and move on. Being at risk to not getting paid, I would be fucking pissed off, bro. I would be pissed off. They could have paid Tradeovate for 3 months. Fucking whack, bro. Goes to show we're all, like every prop firm is susceptible to rug pull us, bro. That's why a lot of the times migrating to a private funds, private capital shit might be the way to go eventually. You never know. You'll never know who goes under. So 6 more minutes. I'm gonna wait patiently. Big chillin'. No rush for anything. Choppy ass market at the moment. I do sense we are going to get some big time volatility. We're about to break out from the zones. Again, I do not want the market to put in a bearish unicorn because I'm itching to take it. But unfortunately, we are going. Fuck. We are going to have to wait because we have high impact news in 5 minutes. They held me on the KYC verification for 2 weeks waiting for an interview. They just give me access and then the drama starts. Unfortunate. I saw one prop firm was going to compensate or some shit like that. If you were affected by the alpha futures. I have 0 accounts as well. Blew my 44th account. Still trying to follow my own rules. Back to paper for a bit. Can't afford more evals. What went wrong or what? Like what? Did you blow your eval after accumulating consecutive losses, or did you just full port it in one day and blew it all? I feel like the context matters a bit. Just full porting. That's the issue, man. That's the issue. What do you think the fix for that is? Or why do you think you like kind of in a rush. No, when you full port, you're in a rush to already be funded, and you already want to be funded because you already want the payout. You're rushed. You don't really care about the plan. You don't really care about the rules. You want the results. You just want to be funded. You just want the payout. It's all result driven. You need to shift that. The results are a byproduct of your inputs. So knowing the mind frame you're on, knowing it, being conscious about it is already 99% of the problem solving. The 1% is just taking action because you already know what you're doing wrong or why you're doing it. You're doing it because you're in a rush. So next time, the next eval you can afford, the next eval you do buy, I want to invite you to give yourself 4 weeks to pass the eval because you clearly, if you can't handle an eval, you can't handle a funded. Prove it to yourself that you could handle an eval for 4 weeks without blowing it. Follow a proper risk management plan, 250 loss to make 500 for 4 weeks. Just 4 weeks. That's it. You're probably going to pass the account in 2 weeks. Maybe in the first week you're going to pass it. But you need to play the long game all the time here in trading. We cannot be rushed. We cannot force the money to come to us because the more we force it, the more we're going to push it away. Right? I got funded 6 times. Now I always told myself that when I was funded, I would follow the rules, but then I full ported them all to death. Yes. Yes, sir. That is a lie we keep telling ourselves, but we're not fixing the internal shit we have. Ask yourself, why am I so in a rush for money? You cannot depend on trading for paying your bills or for traveling. Not right now, at least, bro, because that puts too much pressure into your trading and that will fuck you over 10 out of 10 times. Need to treat trading as a side hustle, as a science project, as a I'm learning, as a we want it to be our main so fucking bad, so quickly, as soon as possible. As soon as fucking possible. Because we're seeing people that are already making it and they're already making hella money and payouts and but you're only seeing the results of a whole ass journey and whole ass process that they went through. Are you willing to go through that process to get the result? You just want the result. You don't want to go through the process. You need to go through the process. You can't avoid it. You can't. Might as well just submit to it. Might as well just if you know you have to go through the process, just submit, commit to it. I went through it. It took me since October of last year. I started trading the unicorn religiously. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So it took me 10 months. 10 months to get 20K in payouts. 10 months to it was a whole ass 10-month process, bro. You could say it's little time, you could say it's a lot of time. I don't know, but I just I just had faith. You started trading about 8 months ago from scratch. Shit. So you're still starting out. So you're still early to learn to change. Still early, brother. When I started following the unicorn, I myself was 8 months into professionally trading. I was 8 months in. Then I decided to make the switch, to submit to the plan, to follow the strategy. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. until it works. And the first time I went like on a fucking 4 day win streak from the unicorn on a funded. I was like, holy shit, this works. And then I went like on a 5, 6 day losing streak and I blew it off. But at least I was proud of myself that holy shit, I didn't full port. Like I let my back-to-back losses blow my accounts. And that to me, I had never done that before. So that was like a proud moment. And then in January, I started trading an Apex funded, a one Apex funded. And okay, is this guy speaking? Beginning shortly. Damn, look at the chat. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, short, long. Bro, you don't want to be this, bro. Like you do not wanna like buy or sell, buy or sell. Oh my God. I would just wait, boys. I would just freaking wait. Bro, I got my first payout of $2,000 from 2xpress and I started to feel I made it with the risk management, 120 risk, 600 TP, but started taking my rules not seriously. Then 3 weeks I'm down 1800. On both express, I only have 200 left. Some of it, bro, you put it difficult for me to give you advice, brother. Uh, I mean, if you got the payout, that means you have liquidity to buy some more accounts, buy more evals. I feel like your risk management is a little bit skewed because you're trying to, like, is that like a 1 to 6, 1 to 5 RR? If you have a high RR, you're going to have a lot of losses, back-to-back losses, and that's bad for the psychology. And probably with prop firms, you won't have enough liquidity or enough drawdown to sustain the losses you're going to get. I would probably have a higher risk but a lower RR. So 2 to 1 or maybe a 3 to 1. 2 to 1 is my sweet spot, but that's for the next time. If you want advice on what to do with the remaining 200, I mean, try to take a good setup, and try to bring it back. Nothing else I could tell you. Or what is it that you want to hear? This guy speaking yet? Not yet. And it went, took the low. CPI news low. Yeah, let's just wait. Going to wait, boys. People asking buy or sell.
Will come to order. Without objection, the chair is authorized to declare a recess of the committee at any time. Today's hearing is entitled.
Oof, I do wanna. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put the lyrics. The lyrics, the captions.
Before Congress as our new chairman of the Federal Reserve. Annual inflation is still running above the Fed's 2% target. One only need to recall the bitter experience
I would not be in the trade right now, by the way. So careful, boys.
and the actions of then Chairman Paul Volcker was forced to take to defeat it. To know why this second surge needs to be stopped. There's no more punishing tariffs on American industry or on the hard-working, innovative citizens of our nation than inflation. In its first statement under your leadership, Mr. Chairman, the FOMC said that it, quote, will deliver price stability, close quote.
If y'all wanna watch,
The Fed's
I can link it here in the
remain
chat.
focused on that mission and keep it until price stability is achieved. allow inflation to run, open quote, moderately above 2% for some time, close quote, after periods in which it had been running persistently below 2%. This framework, combined with the irresponsible fiscal policy and a slow response to inflation that began in March 2021, led to an inflationary surge the likes of which had not been seen since those early 1980s. In 2025, the Fed wisely abandoned its flexible average inflation targeting framework. Going back further today, we will also review the consequences of the Fed's experiments with large-scale purchases of treasuries and agency mortgage-backed securities, better known as quantitative easing, or QE. Though perhaps justified in its first round during the immediate onset of the 2008 global financial
I'm
crisis,
waiting, boys. I'm listening to
this
this
past crisis
old ass motherfucker
significantly
speak.
expanded QE, with the cost of each successive round of QE higher and benefits lower. And while the emergency facilities in QE were resurrected in early 2020 in response to the unknown economic and social ramifications of the COVID-19 pandemic, yet with a clear V-shaped recovery well.
After one payout, how can I stay self-hungry for more and not let the payout heavy on me so I don't get comfortable? It's because, again, it's the same advice I gave to Lord Jerome is forget about the payout, bro. Like, I know it's hard to not think about the payout if you've never gotten one before, if it's your first times. It's not about staying hungry for more. It's not about that. Because if you stay hungry for more, you're going to force another payout. You're going to think that it's normal and it's new. They say that you need to be more careful after you win more so than after you lose. You need to be careful after you take a payout because your mind thinks that now that the market rewarded you, you get confident and you get overly comfortable that, oh, it's bound to pay me again eventually, so you just keep full porting and clicking the button and fucking yourself over ultimately. So forget about the payout, focus on your strategy, refine it. Why are you in $200 drawdown? How did that happen? How did it get that low? Hold up, boys. He's dropping.
Partisan Joint Economic Committee reported that Americans have paid a total of $56.4 billion in oil and gas since Trump began his endless war with Iran. That's $477.
What do you think is a good conservative risk for a 150k count for 1,500 drawdown? $9,000 profit target, lose it, no time. So it's an eval. If it's an eval, you want my honest opinion? If it's an evaluation, first and foremost, I would not buy 150k counts for starters. I would buy 50k counts because they're the easiest to pass due to the percentage or the conversion. But are you already have a 150k count? If it's an evaluation, if you're asking me what I would do if I had 150k, I would probably be risking. Hmm, I would probably give myself like 5 trades, so about $1,000 risk. But even then, like it's still gonna be hard to pass it in a while. They had a 60% discount on one only. Okay. So how would I do it? How do I achieve, or maybe I would try to go even higher. Like if you're asking me if what I would do, I would probably take unicorns like I'm doing right now, obviously. But the only thing that switches is the risk. So I would probably risk if it's an eval 1.5K to make $3,000. And that I'm trying to pass it in three trades. But then again, like it's going to, or probably you could risk $1,000 to try to make 3,000. So like a 3 to 1, or play with the reentries 3 to 1. Try to give myself like 4 or 5 trades of drawdown is what I would probably do. Do not, I would not be in a trade right now. We're looking to be in a trade right now, boys. There's a bunch of fucking important motherfuckers talking about important shit right now.
And it is likely to still come for other functions of the Fed
I'm scared this is going to take like all day.
to protect the independence of the Fed and other agencies, strengthen consumer protections, and build on an economy that prioritizes working families, not the president, the wealthy, or the well connected. So I look forward to your testimony today. I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman yields back. I now recognize the chair of the Task Force on Monetary Policy, Treasury Market Resilience, and Economic Prosperity, Mr. Lucas of Oklahoma, for a 1 minute opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and welcome, Chairman Wash, to your first hearing as chairman, and congratulations on your confirmation. We look forward to your testimony today on the Monetary Policy Report. In your first meeting, you announced a number of welcome reforms, including establishing
Crazy shit.
committed to review some of the Fed's communication tools. And although we expected that to be completed last August, alongside the review of the consensus statement, it is yet to happen. A review of the Fed's communication tools is long overdue, and we look forward to your focus on completing that project through the task force. We also spent time this Congress examining the composition and the size of the Fed's balance sheet, an effort that
Bro, when do you quit your job and how was that feeling of quitting job with your business? Uh, well, for me personally, it was horrible and a horrible experience to quit my job, what I was doing before. Um, that shit was not easy. It was painful because I quit way before I knew or thought that trading was going to work. So I didn't really want to quit, but my mind, body, and soul were asking for it, so I had to. But with it came a lot of identity problems in the sense of I failed. I'm a failure, and that really hurt and bruised me internally. But coming out in the other side, it was so fucking worth it, and it was so worth it. In the moment, I didn't really see it, but I mean, not really a good experience for me personally because it was a business that I started, and just handing the keys to a business that I started and that I could have kept going if I had the willpower to. So I really felt bad with myself. But fortunately, I was able to make some good money for me to last for probably a year, year and a half to this day. And that gave me the financial stability to trade, to buy evals, and to learn. I was very, very fortunate to have great teachers around trading, and the first evaluation that I ever bought, I passed it. And I took a payout for my first ever eval on Top Step. I have the certificate right here. January 20th, 2025. So that gave me a little taste of what you could do. Got my payout. It was like $400. That shit was a lot of money to me. Not a lot of money, but from the markets, I was like, holy shit. I mean, I spent fucking $150 to for the activation and whatnot, but I made a profit, and I was like, holy shit, this is actually possible. But then I struggled with gambling addiction, like in trading, I mean, like full porting, uh, full porting evals, full porting fundeds, chasing payouts. Um, Shit, man, I feel like I've been through it all, like what you're going through, or what, like everybody goes through that. It's part of it. You like you can't skip it. It's inevitable. Like you can't like trading changes you internally if you let it. Like if you stop fighting against it and actually notice your greedy patterns, your impatience, your need for the money, all that shit is bad for you, bro. Truly is. Like trading brings out the true colors that you have inside, and that really fixed a lot of internal shit that I had. I let trading fix it. Obviously, I put in the work. I was reading books, I was studying, I was learning, I was asking, I was recording, I was taking action because I really wanted this. And if you want to make it in trading, you need to sacrifice your bad habits, your bad tendencies, your bad perspectives on money, on life, on a lot of things, bro. Before trading, I had a business. I was running a business, and I feel like I did everything wrong. Not in terms of running the business, but in terms of my psychology, in terms of how I was as a person. I was doing it completely wrong because I would isolate myself. I would not care about other people's feelings or emotions towards me, like in a negative way. I mean, that's how you should be. Like, you shouldn't care what people think of you, but I was going over the extreme of completely isolating myself when there was a lot of people that would love me and care for me, and I would just push them away because I thought I didn't have the time to attend them, or I was not willing to put in the hours because I thought they were going to distract me on off my business. When in reality, I was so fucking wrong because I tried to bring that same attitude and that same bullshit to trading, and all that did was just fuck me over multiple times. So if you want to make it in trading, you need to have a lot of acceptance, internal peace, a lot of emotional control, emotional stability. Um, you need to have a routine. You need to have a strategy. You need a journal. You need to treat it as a science. So this is not my first time or my first experience with money, so I'm not really phased by it. This is not my first experience with it, so I don't have that what is it? I remember the first time I got money, the first time I made money. And I was probably asking the same, like, holy shit, like financial freedom, and I made it, and you just buy a bunch of random shit, you don't really know what to do with your money, and like, or you probably spend your whole paycheck on 1 month, and you're chasing the next paycheck on the next month. Nobody teaches you that shit. You need to live it. You need to learn it through experience. And the second time around that I'm getting money right now, I'm not really shit. I'm telling myself I want to do shit different. I want to be better than I was last 2 years ago when I had my own business, when I had my own money. So I'm getting my own money again, and I want to do things right. I want to invest it. I want to properly not spend it lavishly. I mean, I love to live my life and I love having financial freedom because I do have financial freedom right now. I can buy whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. And I'm not really a materialistic person. I'm talking more so about I enjoy it more on the experiences where I go to eat with my girl, with my friends, or trips with my friends to the beach, or with my family, with my like I enjoy spending money on that shit. Not on no material bullshit. I mean, I did buy some sandals, which were pricey, bro. That was probably but it was still a feel good moment to buy them because I wanted them. Trips to the mountains. Oh yeah, I'm going on a camping trip today, boys. Little camping trip with the Boy Scouts. So like buying the sandals was fucking pricey, but like I said, it was still feel good moment because I wanted them and I love the fucking sandals, and it was a needed purchase. So yeah, I don't know. Ask me anything, boys. Personal, trading, anything, just anything. If you wanna pick my brain, now is the time to ask away. Did you take a trade today? Not yet, because we have high impact news speaking at the moment right there.
its own, it's not a sure thing. The Fed may be able to look through these inflationary pressures, but the Fed has believed that before and has been wrong. High inflation affects Americans in the here and now, not in some hypothetical future composed of long term projections or of inflation expectations. As
I'm
Chairman
waiting
Powell
for the next macro. Hopefully they're done yapping.
his statement about restoring price stability as a top priority for you. When we think about that in the near term, though, how do you and your colleagues on the Open Market Committee plan to accomplish that given the policy tools at your disposal?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We want economic growth to be more broad-based, and we want the change in prices, the increase in inflation to be more limited. There are a lot of things that are happening that are outside of our control, as you mentioned, events
So
overseas and the
I'm
rest.
here, boys. I'm gonna start doing some shit here in my room. But like I said, feel free to ask me anything personal, trading, strategy. If you want advice, if you want a story, if you want anything, anything really. If you want to make me yap, now's the time to make me yap. Oh my god. My fucking chalk was head first in my backpack. Let me clean that shit. Ask me anything, boys. Now is the time. How are y'all doing with your trading? With your accounts? Are you following the strategy? Or are you not? mean, it's full of chalk, but should do the work. It says, I'm starting with 3 evals like you did with your Road to Glory third attempt. How long did it take you to pass those evals? Ah, you don't want that. You don't want that answer, but it took me, I passed it in 2 days. 2 days is what it took me, but I would not suggest you do the same. If it's 3 evals, give yourself a couple weeks. So aim for that 4 week mark. I would do 500 risks to make $1,000. Take it slow. Take it slow, please. I love your hard work. Keep it up, brother. I also want to make it like you, and I'm giving my all. I work on Amazon 10-hour night shifts, 50-hour weeks. I'm getting so inspired from you. Let's go, brother. Do not quit your job. Do not even think about making money from trading, bro. You're already making money from Amazon. Keep at it. Save your money, invest it, spend it wisely, brother. Trading is just a side hustle. It's just a side, something you're doing on the side. Don't let it, because if you want it to be your main, eventually, you can't have that mind, like with a mindset towards it, because it's only going to fuck you over. Don't let the weight of your finances fall into the trading, because if you let the weight of your finances fall into the trading, you're going to get cooked, because you're going to try to chase the payout. You're going to try to chase the fucking money. Do you copy trade multiple fundeds? Yes, I'm currently copy trading 18 funded accounts at the moment. Man, they got an eval with alpha. The trader rate, honestly think just switching to Apex or something, because I can't even trade my account anymore. Bro, I know. Fucking BS. I have some Alpha Zero accounts too. I have 2 accounts. And I'm thinking about just full porting them, bro, honestly, like just making the switch. Like if I take a trade and I win it, that's good. But if I take a loss, I don't even care. Like I just want to blow the count. Do you have a mentorship? That's a wonderful question, brother. I do not have a mentorship. This is the mentorship. However, probably at the end of the week, I will have a mentorship, boys, because as per user request, um, I feel like a lot of people could benefit from this, and I will be dropping a mentorship. Um, it's a work in progress still. Like I said, I will probably launch on Thursday or Friday. But if you want like to have that close, more intimate relationship with me through a WhatsApp group where I provide you with the strategy, the tool, everything you need to succeed, or at least to do what I'm doing right now, that will be provided. How much will it be? That's another great question. I don't fucking know yet. um, I haven't decided on anything yet. Um, you're not forced to buy it, and the streams will not be over. Like I will be streaming still. Um, but I am taking into account that this is going to be like I'm going to put my time, effort, blood, and tears into this. So, if there's going to be people asking me and talking to me directly one to one, like that's like I need to make it worth it, you know. Nobody's forced to buy it, but if you want that extra step, you can buy it. But it's probably gonna be like a monthly subscription, so you're not like tied to me for like fucking 6, 7, 8, 10 months. You just want to pay it once, you pay it once, and if you think 1 month is enough, if you think 2, 3 months is enough, so it's probably going to be like a 3 to 6 month plan roadmap that I'm trying to build. But I'm not gonna force anybody to stay. Who are you supporting today? France or Spain? Mexico and Morocco lost. I know, bruh. Fuck. Probably France, brother. I would do France. I can request a payout for on Alpha 0 count today. I won't get it. Fuck, brother. Fucking BS with these prop firms, bro. That's why eventually moving into a personal funds goes a long way. I'm having issues, bro, with my Ninja Trader fucking proving my account and shit. Pain in the ass, bro. Like I'm trying to give them my money and they don't fucking want it. They do not want my money. So we're trading the second macro most likely. Hopefully. Most likely, yes. But I don't think these people are like they're still speaking, I think. It's $1,000 payout, bro. I need it. You better send an email and push towards it. Bro, these prop firms, bro, fucking bullshit. That pisses me off, honestly. That you have a payout right there and having the fear of not getting paid out after putting in the work and just fucking sucks. Oh my god, Ninja Trader still doesn't approve that bullshit, bro. Pisses me off. The old people are still talking, boys. So ask away, boys. Ask away. Yab Sesh. You try AM futures are pretty good. Can you try AM futures are pretty I mean, I've never heard of them. Probably. Cost me 3 months for that payout. That's just sad, man. Fuck. I mean, if you could do it once, you could do it again. Hopefully. Yeah, the important guy is stocking right now.
The chair recognizes the chair of our task force monetary policy, Mr. Lucas of Oklahoma. You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Chairman, I want to start off discussing these task forces you've created. Clearly, Chairman Hill's monetary policy task force idea is catching fire as we see this go across the landscape. What do you anticipate the result of the task force to be? Can we expect public reports or other documents? How do you envision presenting the results of these findings, Mr. Chairman?
Thank you very much. Right now, they're in discovery mode. I've given the 5 task.
Alright, so I need to put this away. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I do need to put this away as well. Ask away, boys. Ask away. We're still waiting for the macro. Still waiting for the macro. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, there he is. Mr. Walsh is speaking. He's a young lad. He's a young bloke. Younger than I expected. I'm taking that. I'm taking the battery. I'm taking that. I probably do not want to take a book. I will be taking these. Do 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 do. Do do you have a P&L calendar of the past month? Like total? Probably like it's not accurate. Let me see. Where is it? Reports and journals, select accounts, select all, apply. Last month, this month, last month. Yeah, it's not even throwing out anything. So I've been copy trading the Top Step accounts. If you want to see my P&L for last month, here it is. And then keep in mind that I'm copy trading like multiple accounts like this, but like it's the same calendar here, it's the same calendar here, so on and so forth. But this is last month, so this is this month, last month, month before that, before that, before that, in February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, pretty much, pretty much. On average, how long your losing streak lasts? How do you keep yourself up? You think the market changes behavior, and what do we have to do? So my longest losing streak is probably here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. 6 day losing streak. Um, Still came out on top. I was so close to blowing my accounts. 2 back-to-back wins set me up, and then the winning streak. 2 back-to-back good weeks, and then back-to-back days losing, back-to-back days losing, back-to-back days right there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day losing streak right here. And then the win, and then the loss, win, loss, win, 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 win. And then again, losing streak, lose. I mean, it's because I lose, like I do lose a lot. My win rate is about 46%. If you go here, since February to today, I'm at a 47% losing streak in this time frame. 47% just about. So I lose more often than I win. And I'm still $5,000 in profit on a 150K funded account. I have 4 on Top Step here, and I have 12 in Apex. Oh shit. How do you keep yourself up? And you it does affect the mental, but like there's no way to actually keep yourself up because the demons are going to be creeping inevitably. I mean, the way to keep myself up is having faith. Having faith, brother. Like having faith that even though I'm on the losing streak, having faith that following the strategy will pay eventually. So there's absolutely no other way. But for example, you lose in the morning, and then for the rest of your day, you're probably coping. You're probably going through it, and then you go to sleep, and then the morning comes around, and you need to be clear. Like you need to forget about how you were coping yesterday, or what you were doing yesterday. You need to come with a clear mind and follow the strategy. And then you probably lost again, and then again, the rest of your day, you're probably going through it. Fuck, I lost. Fuck, the strategy doesn't work. Fuck this, fuck that, and it's not working, and shit, I'm cooked, and blah 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 blah. And then again, you go to sleep, you wake up, clear head, follow the strategy. You lost again, same routine, same fucking. I'm switching strategies, but it's like your head's gonna speak, 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 but it's not doing like not reacting to it, like not doing anything about it, letting your head just race, let it race. There's nothing we could do about that. Just let it race, sit with your thoughts, don't let them control you. So Yeah, that's my 2 cents. How much is Top Step? Would you recommend it over Apex? I think the no activation from Top Step is like 89 bucks or something. Um, I like the Top Steps Project X UI. I use this as my leader account, so I would recommend Top Step. Yes, they give it fast payouts. Uh, I mean, yeah. Is that all the same account? Yeah, like the P&L I just showed you is for one account. For one account. But I have the same P&L or probably slight difference in all the time I've been trading these accounts, probably slight difference on some. For example, look at this one. Holy shit. 5K, 9K, 3K, 5K. Just about. Ah, these guys are still speaking.
That is not a very definitive standard. Can you commit today to creating a fixed public standard for which FOMC decisions and procedural changes trigger a press conference rather than deciding case by case which ones might be worth it? Yes or no?
Well, if I can be a slightly longer than yes or no, the last 63 months, maybe 64 months of high inflation above the Fed's objective suggest that if
Any
we
trades? Not
continue
yet,
to
brother.
report
These guys are
changes in
still
policy
speaking.
outcomes, including in communications, and that's what we're going to do, I don't expect any of the change in communications to be about hiding the ball. The purpose of a change in communications is
Like
to
this is
improve
still susceptible to
monetary
I
policy.
get it,
spike.
but are you instituting any standards that will qualify a press conference as a worth using
Waiting is gold. Yes, sir. You get it, brother.
and
Waiting. I'm
giving
just
voice
waiting.
in Congress?
So, in a word, yes, and we have a task force that's going to help us think about how to do that. We will do
Just
everything in
waiting.
foreign policy right,
So,
making sure that you know what we're doing and why we're doing it.
can you give me a single objective or criteria right now on how you will determine whether or not a change at the Fed is significant enough for you to hold a press conference on it?
Mr. Chairman, I'd invite you to answer that question in writing, please, for the gentlewoman from New York. Chair recognizes the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Sessions, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Chairman, welcome. We're delighted that you're here. This is your first time here, but you'll get used to coming back. You'll be here twice a year. So your report to Congress is important, and we do count on your factual
Patience,
analysis.
boys. They're still
I'd like to
speaking. Like there's
go into three
nothing I
questions
could do.
and allow you to
Like
take
I'm
questions.
not willing to like risk slippage or bullshit happening. Like I can't afford the loss.
Then
I really can't.
understanding better the agricultural of that market,
So I
and
like there's nothing else I could do but wait
especially
till he
agriculture.
stops speaking.
And second, or lastly, the labor market outlook. That's page 16. I'll let the gentleman please move forward, and I'll prompt you now on the first one. Housing interest rates. You would please talk to us about your view of that and what I want, but you're the person that's in the seat today.
So, as I mentioned in my opening statement, prepared remarks, the economy is solid. Financial markets look like they're in very good condition. But when we look at housing markets, the story is much more uneven.
Hold up. He's still speaking, boys. We're with you, bro. Keep going. Let's sir, let's sir, let's sir, let's go. I'm waiting, boys. It's the macro, but like I said, this fucker is still speaking. Anything he says that's sketchy or tricky, we're cooked.
Well, the Agriculture Secretary has been added to some of your important committees to make sure there's discussion. I hope that you will listen to her. It is important for you to understand that when people talk about the stock market or investment, farmers and ranchers look out in their backyard at the cost of their equipment, at the cost of their land, at the cost of things. They don't have a stock market. They have their own investment. And I think that the secretary can be there to completely continue to remind you of that. Labor market outlook really looks good. Page 16, sir, your take.
Yeah, so the labor market has been remarkably resilient. The increase in nominal wages has been solid. You might have heard in my comments at the beginning of this a bit more focus on the price stability part of the mandate. I want you to know, though, that there is no disfavored part of the legislative remit that you gave us.
I would wait, boys.
Telling us that we're going to focus on price stability and on full employment. I intend to do just that. And if I could add one other thing, in my view, the two parts of the mandate are not in conflict. This is not an either or proposition. The more we can do to deliver low and stable prices, the more we can get it such that people aren't worried about inflation, the more employers are going to want to hire more workers. So you gave us a remit. We take both parts of it seriously. As we look out the window now, the labor markets look to be in pretty good balance. We've got some work to do on the inflation front.
Well, we in the one big beautiful bill encourage people to go back to work. And that is why we do not tax overtime pay and why we do not tax what would be tips. We need to get people back in the marketplace. We hope you help us out, Mr. Chairman. Welcome to us, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for your time.
Gentleman from Texas yields back. Chair recognizes the
It's
ranking
done.
member
It's done.
of the Market Subcommittee, Mr. Sherman of California, for 5 minutes.
Mr.
Never
Chairman,
mind.
first I want to commend you for looking to improve the data on which
Never
you
mind.
base your monetary policy decisions.
Oh, they're still asking him
We
complicated
utilize
questions.
survey data as a substantial.
Do you think market changes its behavior and what we have to do to adjust system time to time? I probably need more time in the market to answer that question. The market most definitely does changes its conditions. I would like to think that AMD is the conditions that change. So depending on, for example, the New York AM, sometimes it accumulates, it manipulates, or it distributes. So I feel like that's the change that I notice or that I see. I tend to notice if we're in a ranging market, in a fucking like a bullish buy, like it's just pumping, it's just dumping. What do you say? What do you call it? I said ranging market, trending, and the trending market. So yes, I do think the markets do change. However, I don't think the strategy changes a lot. It's just about having a daily bias and like a higher time frame bias so we could take a lower time frame trade, lower time frame unicorn entry. But they're still talking like it's hard to
System
trade.
to meet the needs of honest Americans. That's why we have an anti-money laundering, know your customer rule that makes it a bad system for drug dealers, sanctions evaders, etc. There's a rival to these institutions, and that is a cryptocurrency, which literally means hidden money, and is designed to. And then we have, in particularly, stable coins, which are just like a money market fund, except you earn zero interest, and everything is hidden. Now, the Federal Reserve established liquidity facilities to support money market funds in the last crisis. Will the Federal Reserve reserve support cryptocurrency or stablecoins if they face a run on from investors?
Talking about cryptos.
Can you assure us that you will not be bailing out stablecoin and cryptocurrency? But your predecessor did provide a liquidity function for money market funds. If God forbid we faced a similar circumstance in the crypto world, would you bail them out? You're not really answering the question. Obviously, everybody prefers our economy worked well. And I'm certainly concerned with giving non-banks direct access to the payment system, and this Kraken filing with the Kansas City Fed is concerning. But I want to move on to Basel III. Your predecessor said that the capital requirements for banks in 2019 were about right. The current reproposal substantially raises those capital requirements. Were capital requirements about right in 2019, or should they be higher than that today?
Why you choose Nasdaq? Um, I choose Nasdaq because it follows tech stocks. I feel like tech stocks have a lot of volume, volatility, just anything, everything I need to follow much more closely. For example, ES is a lot less volatile, and gold, for example, follows other different variables for it to pump or dump. So, I mean, I don't know. I just started with Nasdaq and I just stuck with it. I only trade NQ. I don't switch it up. I don't switch it around. I don't experiment. None of that BS. I just found one and I just stick to this one. I don't switch it up. I don't look at different markets. I don't just one market. He's still speaking though.
Let me just ask you, first of all, since you're swearing in over 7 weeks ago, things seem quite a bit different over at the Fed. A few examples: elimination of four guidance, abstaining from the dot plot, creation of these five specialized task forces, and maybe most impressively, taking accountability. Um, Instead of blaming inflation on the pandemic or supply chain interruptions or tariffs or the Strait of Hormuz, you are saying that inflation is always and every time the result of the Fed supporting printing too much money. Tell me, Mr. Warsh, you appear to be quite different from your predecessors. How are you different?
Like I said, they're still speaking about very sensitive topics.
consideration of practices, some of which have been working, some of which haven't. That's what we aim to do, and we're just getting started.
Well, I appreciate your commitment to being different. Let's talk about overhauling Fed communications.
I'm invested
CNBC
in listening to what
reported an
they're
editorial on
talking
January
about.
15th. They write, few innovations since 2008 have been as counterproductive as the adoption of forward guidance as a policy tool. The constant yammering, long policy statements, press conferences after every FOMC meeting, nonstop speeches by Fed officials, and above all, the quarterly summary of economic projections has exposed how little the Fed understands about the economy and trapped officials in errant policies. Chairman Warsh, why is it important to do away with the dot plot and end once and for all forward guidance?
Well, Congressman, I've made no secret, probably over the last 15 years, of my views on communications. I think when central bankers speak like I am before you, it's either one under obligation, or in this case, under obligation and purpose, which is to share a set of new reforms so that American households and businesses might say to themselves, this is a regime changing policy. We're only beginning it. I'm keenly interested in the views of these 5 task forces. And ultimately, these are decisions that are going to be made jointly. The best of the Fed's traditions are to work collegially, and I've really been quite impressed how open-minded my colleagues have been to take it up, specifically in communications. If we were to
No
give
trades yet, boys.
every
Might have to wait till the
policymaker
last macro.
I worry not that there's anything wrong with us, but we're human. And if we were to give you my projection today about what we'll do when we meet in 2 weeks, what we'll do over the course of the year, that we'd then find ourselves sort of taking information that's consistent with our priors and rejecting information that's inconsistent. It's not the way we want to do things. We want to get policy right, and I think being somewhat more circumspect in our communications, at least for me, is a better way of calling balls and strikes.
Finally, thanks for your commitment on dealing with this mission creep. In recent years, the Fed has concerned itself with matters outside of its dual mandate, including diversity, equity, inclusion, climate change, and the like. That's why the Fed's joining the network of the greening of the financial system
No
is a
trades yet,
massive
boys.
step
I have not
toward
taken a single
improving
trade.
price stability. How
I
will the
cannot
Fed benefit
afford.
from rejoining the network for the greening of the financial system, veering into these
I
peripheral
cannot afford no
activities
slippage
beyond the
bullshit.
statutory remit of the Fed?
By being very clear of our obligations. You told us that our job is full employment and price stability. You gave us plenty of other hard work to do. We'll have a series of reforms outside of monetary policy. Our plate is full. We
The
will not
gentleman's
be
time has
wandering
expired.
into other areas, I can assure you,
Thank
Congressman.
you. I yield back. The gentleman from New York, the ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Mr. Meeks, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And congratulations, Mr. Chairman. You just jump into this because in your testimony, you talked about the Federal Reserve's, and I quote, rightful independence in the conduct of monetary policy, which is good. Now, as the Chairman Hill has indicated, I also do some foreign affairs work, and I'm very concerned about what's taking place in the Strait of Hormuz and rising cost of gas, because we know that when those prices go up at the pump, it gives higher transportation and energy cost, and they work their way through the economy, generally making groceries higher and household goods, etc. So depends upon handling it. So if the administration's handling of the conflict with Iran contributes to another inflationary shock, will you make the decision you believe is in the best interest of the American people and the American economy in that rightful independent stance?
Congressman, that is always our commitment. Make the best decision we can, consistent with the remit and our understanding of the world. And as I said to the chairman at the outset, we'll deliver price stability.
So, and that's still based upon what we've seen from the president thus far. Now, I just want to be clear, make sure that, because I got to be clear on this, that if the president publicly pressures you to pursue a different course than the one you believe is in the economic, that you believe the economic data supports, will you follow the president's wishes or follow the data?
My commitment to you is to follow the law and follow the data, follow our very best judgment.
And that's even if he publicly criticizes you for doing it. If you decide this is the way to go, this is what the data he publicly criticizes you and tells you how disappointed he's in you and all of that, will you still do what the data tells you to do?
I will, Congressman.
I'm waiting, boys. Big
I'm
time
ready to
waiting.
follow the law, and I'm ready for the Fed to deliver on the expansive
I'm invested
policy
in, like I said, on what
focus on
they're
the Fed.
saying.
One other note, we have a wide lens. We're interested
They
in what's
talked about
happening in
Bitcoin
Europe.
earlier,
We're interested in what's happening in military
which is kind of
industrial
scary
relations. We have to take
because I
that
am
into
exposed
account,
in
and we have to
Bitcoin.
shut the door and make our very best decision. That's what we're going to do, and we're
I
listening
am curious to
closely
see
to
how
what
that
you're saying,
affected
and
Bitcoin.
for my tenure.
Let me check.
Thank you. So now I want you to know that I support innovation, but I also believe that the
Bullish.
Federal Reserve has a responsibility to protect
Surprisingly
the
bullish.
integrity of our payment system from political pressure and short term enthusiasm. And I believe that the administration has made expanding access to fiat
Might be time to
currency
buy some more.
a top priority of his, but the Federal Reserve has long evaluated access to its payment infrastructure based on safety and soundness, operational resilience, and effective risk management, and it's
We're
the
chilling,
benefit
boys. We're
of
big time
innovation,
chilling.
not politics,
Like
not political
just
priorities.
don't click the button. That's it.
Can you, um, and what I should say this also,
Like I
what
said,
I'm
there's
saying to the Fed
still
is that
you're
it
looking
is
for longs.
disconnected
I'm not
transformation of payment
necessarily.
infrastructure that must have robust cybersecurity,
They're still
fraud
talking.
prevention, compliance, and operational controls because failures can undermine public confidence in the
Look
financial
at that.
system.
This is what I'm talking
So
about.
consumers
Like,
can make
how are you?
significant
How can you be in a trade with
decisions.
this type of?
Can you commit that decisions about
They
access
say
to
anything and this
financial
happens.
interest
You
rates
can't be in a
will
like.
remain grounded solely in the Fed's independent assessment of systemic risk, safety, and soundness, and not political direction?
We're going to keep politics out of the Fed. We're going to stay focused on the responsibilities you've given us. And I think you highlight something very important. This new technology revolution, which is hitting the Federal Reserve and the economy, provides huge opportunities. The United States can lead in payments. Our economy can be the strongest in the world and improve its growth rate, but it's not without risks, and we at the Fed are going to strike the right balance between the challenges and the opportunities in payments and more broadly.
Let me just ask this, I got 28 seconds, but what objective standards must any firm satisfy before you conclude that the benefits of innovation outweigh the risk to consumers and the broader financial system?
I like the way you think. A benefit cost test is a good test for economists like us, and the benefits exceed the cost, and that's the kind of policy, procedure, and objective we want to pursue.
Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes the chair of our Capital Markets Subcommittee, Ann Wagner of Missouri. You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Hi, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and welcome, Chairman Warsh, and congratulations to you.
How many more people are going to
Our
speak?
Capital Markets Subcommittee, as chairman, has been focused on giving the American people and our small businesses more options and access to our markets, giving the everyday investor
Like I said,
the
boys,
ability to
I
invest
would wait still. They're still
effectively
talking.
and grow
Anything that they
into the
say
future. And
will fuck your trade idea over. There's absolutely nothing to do. I'm waiting, boys. I'm waiting. Are we there yet? Not yet, brother. It's because I can't afford to take a trade right now. It would not be smart to take a trade right now. They're still talking about the war and financial markets and commodities and
Staying on the top of mind for myself and certainly for my constituents in the second
just
half
can't
of
afford it, brother. Like it's not wise to do so.
including the cost of living, job growth, and interest rates.
Waiting is the only way to go.
Though it is often characterized as being tasked with a dual mandate, the Fed, in fact, has multiple statutory mandates, including stable prices, maximum employment, moderate long term interest rates, and financial stability. When the Fed leans into one of these goals, say, it can create ripple effects in the others, forcing a balancing act between competing priorities. Chairman Warsh, how do you weigh these different mandates and the trade offs between them?
Still yapping, boys. Nothing we could do but wait.
Which leads to my next point here. There are some who believe, Chairman Warsh, that the Fed should be used as an everything regulator, where instead of acting as an observer of markets, the Fed attempts to actively manage them beyond its statutory responsibility. Chairman Warsh, how does this mission creep affect the Fed's reputation? And should the Fed take
Again,
action
treat it as
to
a
specifically authorize?
okay, so this is a perfect time to talk about, for example, right now, not clicking the button because there's the underlying fact that they're talking about sensitive subjects and the market is moving unpredictably. If I see a unicorn, bullish or bearish, I can't know if it's going to work because anything this fucker says is going to hinder the results of my trade, being positive or negative. So you ask for patience, bro. How are you patient? How do you manage to have the patience to do this? How do you have the mindset to do this? So there's a good metaphor I like to use is when you ask God for patience, do you think he gives you patience or he gives you the opportunity to be patient? Think about that for a minute. Right now we have the opportunity. We've been having the opportunity to be patient. So I'm willing to tune into that frequency and wait. Fucking wait. This is the test that we're being put through right now. Wait. Do not take a trade. Do not click the button. Can you sit there and just watch this charts print up and down, IFVGs, everything, your strategy is happening and you're not interacting or clicking the button? That's a great mental exercise. And before you know it, holy shit, I did the same thing as Matrix Misk. I didn't take a trade. I was patient. I just waited. That's all it took. So these tests are going to keep coming and you need to start noticing them. And right now, this is a fucking test. Treat it as such. Be patient. Don't click the button. Don't interact. It's not time yet. It's not, this. He's still speaking about very sensitive, important topics that will most definitely influx in the market. We cannot. rely on our strategy and our pattern trades. If anything, this fucker will say is we'll push it up or down. It's not smart. It's not what professional traders would do. We're trying to be like professional traders, so wait it out, boys. Wait it the fuck out. It's not worth it. Can y'all listen to the speech right now on my stream?
Yeah, the thing that troubles me is every time we talk about AI, I hear about this race, and it's us
Like
against
they're
the
talking about AI,
countries,
bro.
South
What do you think that's
America,
gonna do to NQ?
countries in the EU. The problem with that thinking is that in this race, and we're seeing the velocity of change is enormous. It's exceeding obviously our ability to regulate AI. At the end of the day, I don't see the United States as the winner. I don't see China as the winner. I see artificial superintelligence as the winner. That's where we're rushing along this course, and at the end of the day, we're creating either us, and it doesn't matter whether the creator of artificial superintelligence is a good guy or a bad guy, or a good gal or a bad gal. That superintelligence itself will be the entity that we have to confront. And I just worry about the broader impact of what's going on right now. There's tremendous resources, as you know, being poured into AI. I just hope that the course of regulation does not meet the same fate that the regulation of crypto did, where the crypto industry spent close to $250 million up here on Capitol Hill, and they got the bill they wanted.
Are you gonna trade next macro? I mean, I'm gonna wait. If they're finished by next macro,
We
yes,
are in
definitely.
serious existential trouble, not only in this country but in this world. And I do believe that the Fed, in your position, has influence, has the ability to seek out those dangers that others may not identify. And I just ask you to please consider your role and the resources that you have, that maybe you can put a task force together to look at the broader implications of the adoption of AI. They can't even show us, they can't even explain some of the things that they're using right now. The explainability gap is enormous, but I welcome you. I wish you the best. I really do. I wish you the best for all of us.
Gentleman's time is expired.
I yield back.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Georgia, the Vice Chairman of our Financial Institutions Subcommittee, Mr. Loudermilk. You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Chairman Morris, welcome. Thank you for being here, and Godspeed with the position you now have, and we wish you the best of luck. Um, First, I want to talk about Operation Choke Point. As you are fully aware,
When is the next macro? It starts at 11:45, so you have about a 30-minute window to make some coffee, tea, stretch your legs. I'm invested in watching what they're saying, listening to what they're saying.
this was especially egregious given the fact that the Fed does not have a statutory authority from Congress to supervise for reputation risk. While I'm happy that reputation risk has been wiped from the Fed's guidance to examiners, can you please tell us what steps the Fed can take to durably ensure that statutory silence is never again abused by partisan actors to attempt through the Fed what they cannot make through law in Congress, and also what actions
You see me from Spain? Any trades? Not yet, brother. They've been speaking. They're still speaking. There's nothing for me to do. We need to wait till they're done speaking. We're waiting, brother. Big time yapping right there. We're talking about AI, NQ. We're talking about the war.
The Fed currently holds a considerable share of federal debt and has for almost 2 decades now. With a ready buyer and low interest rates, it's not surprising that Congress has been incentivized to run up large and growing deficits over the
There's
next
nothing we
decade.
could do.
We've spoken
I'm
before
trading
about the importance
CFDs, but I'm
of
thinking straight
monetary policy
forex.
and fiscal
I
policy.
would switch
What
to
is your
futures,
perspective on
brother.
the business of underwriting
Futures
deficits and
markets.
fiscal responsibility?
One thing we can do is think hard about when we're going to be buying debt from the Treasury. This might not sound like perfect virtue, but when we have a crisis like in 2008 and 2020, my view is you created the central bank to take extraordinary actions. In more normal times, in a more normal business and financial cycle, fiscal policy needs to be a decision that you make with the administration. The Fed should have nothing to do with it. I've set up a task force to focus on the balance sheet, to ask the question first, what's the effect of the balance sheet on the conduct of monetary policy and ultimately inflation?
I'm
Second,
waiting,
to weigh
boys.
the pros and cons of different regimes. I'm not of the mistaken view we can go back to where we were when I arrived at the Fed in 2006, but I think there are several other sustainable equilibrium we can achieve. And the third question is equally important. It took us nearly 18 years to find our way into this balance sheet. We're holding a lot of long-term treasury debt, long-term mortgage-backed securities. We won't be able to make changes overnight. Any changes that we make would be well deliberated, would be public, would be understood, and there'd be quite a bit of time before any of that was operationalized. I look forward to the recommendations of the task force, and I look forward to hearing from my colleagues around the FOMC as we contemplate alternatives.
Well, thank you for that. And what are your greatest concerns with regard to the threat of monetary dominance?
So you have a different job than we do. The independence that many of your colleagues have spoke about this morning is a political and economic decision to give us the pen on interest rates.
Imagine
This
having that type of job
centralized
where
monetary
you're just
policy, I've
testifying.
always taken that as part of a bargain. You're giving us
Probably
independence
the
on that, and my judgment is
your
we should stick with
country's
fiscal policy.
economics heavily
In
depend on what you
investing
do and what you say.
either directly
That's
by
quite the
buying
job.
assets that have some flavor of fiscal policy, or by opining on subjects that really isn't our business. We're going to try to stick in our lane at the Federal Reserve. We've been good at that for the last 6 weeks, but there's always a temptation to wander in other areas. I'm going to try to be reserved in my comments on fiscal policy with you and your colleagues. That's your job, it's not mine.
Well, thank you for those answers. They're very thorough and very refreshing to hear. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes the gentleman from Houston, Texas, Mr. Green, who is a ranking member of our subcommittee on
Spain, it's a shitty country about the taxes. You pay too
Good to
much.
hear, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I thank the ranking member as well. And I welcome you to the committee.
What do the
And
taxes look
also
like?
say to you that I will pray
Is
for
it
you.
like a 30%,
And
40%?
I'll pray for you because many of the questions that have been predicated today hinge upon a belief that you will sanction the president's desires. It is
Is it income
important to
tax?
the general public that you're in the position you're in because the president could not have the influence that he wanted to have with the prior chair, and he believes he can have it with you. So I hope that you will stand firm and honor your commitments that you're making, though some of them are not firm commitments as I understood your language. You indicated that you're interested in war. I appreciate this. But I believe you should also be interested in speculative bubbles.
So it's about
Correct?
$300.
You're interested in bubbles,
I mean, it's
speculative
not the
bubbles?
worst, about 25%.
We've got a wide lens. We spend a lot of time thinking
I'm going to take that as a yes.
25% tax.
Now, given that you're interested in speculative bubbles, let's just talk about a bubble that occurred. President Trump's meme coin, dollar sign Trump, profited an average of $1.74
You're talking
million
about Trump's meme coin.
over his first year. $1.74 million per day. This amounted to approximately $636 million in total royalties and licensing fees generated at its launch. While this was happening, during that same period of time, nearly 1 million investors lost a combined $3.8 billion. This is because that meme coin lost value, dropped precipitously in value. It was a bubble, by the way. It is nothing. Anybody who's listening to me, if you've invested in a meme coin, you've invested in nothing. Zero. In a righteous world,
Damn, Mr. Green talking
it
about
would be illegal.
Trump's meme coin.
But given the Secretary of the Treasury that we have currently, it is not.
Yes, but if I buy a house or car, you simply
SEC
you want more than a normal person.
the
You
SEC.
take 35-40% of all your business. I mean, brother, that's how it is over here too, and probably in most countries, bro. 35-40%. Taxes are high. There's a lot of ways you can avoid taxes legally. It can't be an excuse. Long live Saudi for no taxes, true that. But in Mexico it's the same. You have about 30% income tax, 25% income tax, and then you have um, ISR, Impuesto sobre la Renta, which is another like 20%. So it reaches 40-50% taxes on purchasing a house. But for example, if you're a first time homeowner, you get some tax exemptions. And then also, if you have debt in your balance sheet, if you have healthy debt, you can exempt taxes. Do you have a car? Yes, I have a car. I mean, for example, 100 euros a week of gasoline, brother. I mean, I'm putting about 70 euros of gasoline a week myself. Um, Mexicans are the Latinos Arabs, whatever that means. I mean, what I'm trying to get at is, for example, in Spain, in my opinion, the taxes are reflected within the city's infrastructure or within the country's infrastructure, in my opinion. If you come to Mexico, brother, all the taxes we pay are fucking useless because they are not reflected towards our infrastructure, schools, or houses, or streets, or fucking anything, bro. Because we have a lot of corruption within our government because everybody's trying to munch on the taxpayer dollars, taxpayer money. And our parks are garbage and our infrastructure is garbage, and bro, if it rains the city bound to collapse, bro. Our traffic is garbage. Like there's a lot of, like, you feel, I'm trying to get at is, at least in Spain you get the sense of, all right, at least my taxes are going somewhere. To rent a room is over 850, 550, in the house over 900 here too. Why don't you move? Fuck no. I love Mexico. I love Mexico, brother. I would never move. But like I said, what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of ways to legally avoid taxes. How do you go about building a buffer on the fresher accounts compared to your long lasted ones that you already have buffers? I mean, there's no way to approach it, BS trades. It's uncomfortable at first to build a buffer. It's hard at first. Like that first $2,000 is a quest. That's why it's a step in the road to glory. We're near external liquidity. They're still yapping. These fuckers are still yapping. But that reaching that first buffer, that's why it's a step in the road to glory because it is definitely hard to reach. So I mean, just take it slow and have faith, brother. There's no other way to approach it but having faith. Want to move to Arabia or some shit? Yeah, that could be a fix. Now I'm getting funded whichever counts the government take all my shits. My next strict tax evasion, yep. I mean, like I said, there's legal ways to do so. Okay, just gonna take these S's. Alright, so these. So just this one, then reprint these. Alright, we're chilling. They're still speaking, bro. They're still yapping. 15 more minutes. Alejandro, what I'm trying to get at, brother, from Spain is hear me out. Hear me out. Alright? It's much easier to complain and be careful when you like try to see the good in shit or try to get out of that mental loop of because that's only going to hinder your trading process. It's going to give you a bad approach and bad connotation in life in general. Unfortunately, these are things out of our control. Unfortunately, this is the game we have to play. Unfortunately, there's absolutely no way around it but to play the game. And there's a lot of very successful people that are doing it. Or there's people that are maybe not as successful or wealthy that are doing it. Business owners, traders. There's people doing it in Spain. People that trade in Spain. They're wealthy because of the trading and they have the same taxes as you and they're making it. What's the difference that they have? You're a different person like Ice Cube.
need for housing. So thank you very much. I appreciate, and I know he does as well, all of the freedom
Cold, no feelings.
interest in
Keep going then, brother. No other way
theology.
around it. Play the game.
You said there are four endowments of
Meditate, read books,
Catholicism,
go outside,
and one of them is independence.
spend time with your friends, your loved
Independence of
ones,
will.
and live a merry and happy life, brother.
And I'm interested in a declaration of independence, if you will. Wax eloquent on your view about the independence of the Federal Reserve.
Well, the independence of the Federal Reserve is sacrosanct. Part of the reason for the Fed's power comes not just from a printing press, though it can be useful from time to time. It comes from our credibility, to make the best choices we can, consistent with the law that you've written for us. And that credibility is bolstered if we are and are perceived to be independent. And so that's a commitment I can make to you, is that's the way we can best do our job.
Thank you very much. Independence is a big deal in the real world, and then certainly with the Federal Reserve. But I also have to say that um,
What trade did you start trading, and how'd you even find out about it? Bro, I learned about trading when I was 17 years young. I'm 26 now, so about 9 years ago. And I probably just found it like through YouTube. Trying to think, probably just found it, and I just thought it was so fucking cool that people were making money out of this. It was always so interesting to me. Um, I started with Forex. I started putting in my own money at 20 years old, so in 2020, post COVID. Not during COVID, just about. But I was trading CFDs, and now there were high leverage CFDs. So my boy from Spain probably knows what I'm talking about. Plus 500, you know that? I think it's Atletico de Madrid's partner, or it was, but it's garbage. Never trade there, by the way. Um, I started trading there. Like I said, I traded Forex, and then I started trading options, and then like without knowing what the fuck I was doing, no real plan, no real nothing. I just thought it was cool that people were, like I said, people were making money out of it. I was just treating it as straight up gambling, like no plan, no nothing, like just having fun, because I had a job and trading was always something I had on the side because I thought the charts were cool and blah blah blah. And so I started I was working different companies and then I started my own business, and during this whole time, like 5 6 years ago, during the 5 6 years, I was trading my whole time. But I never thought that trading was eventually going to become the main thing. And to look at where I'm at now. Crazy shit. Trading eventually did pay. I'm trying to understand futures or forex. I mean, it's just with CFDs, you're playing around with slippage, a lot of slippage. And I feel like CFDs, you benefit a lot more from swing trading in CFDs. If you want to scalp, either futures or forex might be the way to go. Wait, I think they're done. Please.
And with that,
Never mind.
a series of deadlines for rules to be promulgated began, and the clock began to tick. You came into your job confirmed approximately 2 months ago. The deadline for the Fed to promulgate rules is this Saturday. Will the Fed meet that deadline? Well, it's a fair and open question. I have been corrected. I've not been in the job 6 weeks, but 7. We're racing to put that out by this deadline. I'll just add one other thing, Congressman, without taking too much of your time.
Typical start for every trader.
Banks and the bank
Yes, sir.
regulators are best when we have
Typical, brother.
So that there would be one
Typical.
proposed rulemaking for comment. It might not be exactly true this time, but that's my objective.
But why should I change CFDs for futures, forex, gold?
I appreciate that. I think from this body, I think there's a huge
As I said before, CFDs you're going to be struggling one with a lot of slippage. Two, brokers that trade CFDs, you have the slippage because they almost never buy the stocks themselves, or they buy the stock. Like you're not actually buying the stocks directly; they're buying the stocks for you. It's not really so you have a big ass slippage. I would not trade CFDs if you want to trade stocks. I would probably use a broker like Interactive Brokers where you're actually handling and buying the contracts. And as opposed to futures, so futures, what it is basically, if you want to understand it, is for example, futures have their contracts that have expiration dates, okay? So I might spread misinformation right now, but this is my understanding of futures. So let's take, for example, if you are a farmer, right? And you need to buy diesel or petrol for your machines, right? And since, for example, right now there's a lot of volatility in the markets, you want to lock down a price of petrol or diesel for a year, right? And basically, what futures does is you're able to buy petrol or diesel a contract for a year for a fixed amount of price, and it's an agreement between the provider of the diesel and the farmer, that this price is going to be get respected for a year because you bought the contracts. That's essentially what futures is, and it applies the same in principle with the Nasdaq. So the expiration date for these, I think it's the next Q, September might be September or August is the expiration for these. But it's the same. So the Nasdaq at the moment is not currently worth 29K. It's worth 29K. That's the prediction of September. So if we go on, for example, Q ticker, for example, ba 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 ba. So I want to buy, for example, I want to buy a Nasdaq ETF. So let's say a Nasdaq. Let's do VGT price. So this usually, let's do. What's another good? Is it QQQ? So usually, if you want to trade the Nasdaq as a long-term investors, these are the type of ETFs you want to buy. So it's this or VGT, as I mentioned before, VGT. Or for example, with the S&P 500, you could buy VU. 690, you could buy SPLG. SPLG versus VU, look right there. So it's much different. This man's still talking. Yes, he is. So it depends on your needs. Do you know the difference between QQQ and QQQM? Uh, yes. Yes, I do. So look, it's just right there. Both QQQ and QQM are managed by Invesco and track identical Nasdaq 100 index, holding the exact same top tech gross stock with near identical pre-fee returns. The primary differences come down to fees, share prices, and trading liquidity. So usually, like, there's a lot of providers. Sell, bro, sell. Nah, I'm waiting. I mean, we could give this a try to have some action, but this gentleman is still speaking, boys. So, like, it depends on your wants and needs. Like I said, if you want to scalp the markets, probably futures is the best way to go. But if you want long-term investing, or if you want to keep trading stocks like you're trading the CFDs, I would switch to a more direct broker like Interactive Brokers to actually buy the stocks. I'm I might give this a try, boys. He's still speaking though.
benefit in trying to mitigate the risks for the U.S. economy. And it reinforced that the dollar is the dominant currency in the world. My judgment as central bank chief is to let the dollar policy be discussed by the Treasury Secretary and leave that to him. But historically speaking, I think the swap lines played a major role. The dollar liquidity swap lines that the Fed has put in place are about the conduct of monetary policy. So those are independent. But I just want to distinguish one thing. The Treasury has separate authorities. It is the
It's
exchange
cause
authorization fund.
I can't.
The swap lines
I
that
can't take the trade,
have
bro.
all powers and
He's still
responsibilities.
speaking.
What's
Like I
what's
can't.
backing the swap lines? I mean, the ESF is, I think it's somewhere a little bit north of 20 billion. I think is the most that they could deploy, which they did.
Like I just can't do it. I just can't bring myself to click the button because there's
Right.
still an underlying fact
He
that
bail out his friend in Argentina.
they're still speaking and there's still volatility and there's still things that could go wrong.
I got this.
I can't ignore it, you know? I can't disrespect my rules like that. I need them to stop
Is there
yapping.
independence there that we have to protect as well?
So the independence in the conduct of monetary policy and everything that comes along with it is independent. But just to go back to the 2008 financial crisis, when all that happened, as you'll recall, the Treasury Secretary and the Fed Chairman, they often had to work in tandem. It's hard to distinguish in crisis times, separate from more benign times, exactly where those roles and responsibilities are. And when we put in those swap lines, when I was a governor at the Federal Reserve,
Bro,
very
I'm just gonna
explicitly
like paper trade this. Like I'm just setting it up. It's a bearish unicorn. On a different day, I would take this, but they're still speaking.
that without a discussion.
He could say anything and this shit could pump 200 points.
Yeah, be very careful of that because you are going to be coming under extreme pressure. Now, let's see. I applaud all of your focus on data, which we talked about when we talked, and particularly your need for better real-time data. The question of whether we could have picked up the inflation earlier with more leading and real-time indicators, I think, is a very valid point. I applaud you for having your committees investigate that. But does this interest also go into real-time regulatory information as well, which I think is really going to be crucial in a world where there's 24/7 banking operations. Banks and financial institutions can get in trouble fast. And so, are you also going to be looking at the need and benefit for regulatory data on a faster time scale?
Absolutely. I've only been here for 7 weeks. The focus in those first 7 weeks, I must admit, is making sure that monetary policy gets back on track. But many of these lessons learned, like in data, how do we real-time decisions isn't just as monetary policymakers, it's as supervisors and regulators. The world
There's nothing for me yet, boys. Like I can't. I can't.
Thank you, Eugenio.
Chair recognizes the chairman of our subcommittee on national security, Mr. Davidson from Ohio, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Hill. Chairman Warsh, thank you for your testimony today and, frankly, for leading at the Federal Reserve. The Constitution gives Congress the responsibility for monetary policy, and since 1913, that's fallen to the Federal Reserve. A lot of people say, well, where did they create when there's the Federal Reserve? And the fight over the shape of our monetary policy is as old as Alexander Hamilton versus Andrew Jackson. So I think a lot of my constituents wonder, what happened to the purchasing power of the dollar? So could you share with us what you consider to be the definition of sound money, and what's the state of that today?
The discussion we had in your office was a
No
lot
trades for me yet, boys.
the First and Central Bank of the United States.
Might have to skip today
Third
altogether.
in the United States, and it's more than 100 years old. And
But
hopefully,
I'm gonna wait.
one of those lessons in ensuring that we are as focused, at least as focused on the real economy as we are the financial assets and what's happening on Wall Street. This committee had long committed to a 2% inflation target. That is our resolution. That's what I'm here to say and double down on. But as we discussed privately, I'll say publicly, my broader definition of price stability is a change in prices such that households and businesses don't have to worry about it, don't have to think about it. And the test today about whether inflation is too high is represented by this committee. Inflation is the dominant set of questions because it matters to households and businesses. I'd like the change in prices to be such that no one's talking about it. That was a definition from the Volcker era, and I dare say the Greenspan era. It should suggest to you that as I sit here today, this Fed will deliver price stability consistent with what we have been saying for several years, which is inflation shall be delivered at a level of 2%. That broader price stability objective is still one in the back of my mind, and we'll see whether there's further reforms to be had.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying, because if you measure it by what people are talking about, they know that the affordability isn't there. They know the purchasing power isn't there, and whether you put it in a number like 2% or whatever, you look at for the long run, it's been significantly higher than 2%. But it seems like one of the biggest roles of the Fed is to prevent deflation. And if you're going to have a number where the mean is 2%, and you've got a long period of time where you've had it well above 2%, you'd have to have some significant periods of time where it would be below that. But I wish you the best in your challenges, because my constituents are counting on us to get this right. It truly is one of the most consequential things for our country. Sound money is truly essential to defending freedom. So I think the stakes are really high. One of the things that we
Hmm.
is the connection to the way that the market functions. The Federal Reserve covers massive fiscal deficits, and they certainly do that when they're the purchaser of treasuries. They load up their own balance sheet. In some ways, you don't get a price signal. What's the real 10-year? What's the real 30-year? Well, when the buyer is the Federal Reserve, you don't know whether they're creating a higher rate or preventing a higher rate from happening, because it distorts the market. And we also talked about in this regulatory role, there's a sort of bridge between the Federal Reserve as a regulator and a monetary policy role. So I wonder, when we think about what we created with this version of the Federal Reserve, do you consider the Federal Reserve subject to executive authority? I mean, when there are executive orders that are issued, let's say just relating to the regulatory side, not monetary. I get some of the concerns on steering monetary policy. Presidents have always had an opinion on that. Well, if you put out a regulatory framework and the executive order relates to the regulatory structure of the Federal Reserve, is the Federal Reserve subject to executive orders?
So it's a good question. Let me say a word
Do you ever
about
plan to
that
switch to a
in
live
30
account?
seconds,
Yes.
and go
I'm
back
working on it.
to say something about what you were talking about in setting prices rather than taking prices. First, as you know, I'm prepared to do everything I can to ensure the independent conduct of monetary policy. You can hear from all sorts of people, but we're going to call it the best we see it. On regulatory and supervisory policy,
No trade today, probably not.
works best when the
We're
bank
still talking.
regulators, who you've all given authority to, when we can work in concert. I tend to not
Bye,
like
brother. See you tomorrow, G.
regulatory arbitrage if an institution is trying to choose between whether to be regulated by the OCC, the FDIC, or the Fed. So I'm encouraged to have a robust discussion with my colleagues at other bank regulators about what we think is the right public policy. But if we think the right public policy is different than theirs, we'll put it
What
out
hour?
there.
Approx? So it's
Perhaps even as early as 7 a.m.
7:30 a.m.
Chair recognizes
New
the
York.
ranking member of our
I mean,
subcommittee on
9:30
finance,
a.m. New York.
lady also of Ohio, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member, and to you, Chairman Walsh. Thank you for being here today. And let me first start out by thanking you for reaching out to have a dialogue with me, and I look forward to making that happen. Also, I certainly appreciate your response, particularly to Congressman Meeks and Congressman Foster, on you holding firm mortgage rates and housing affordability. Many homeowners were able to access mortgages at historically low interest rates during the pandemic.
There's another
But
unicorn
rates
right
have
here.
more than doubled since then, and I'm concerned about the impact this is having on first time homebuyers and minority borrowers in particular, who are also facing high home
Another unicorn inside of the unicorn. This is looking extremely bearish.
exiting pandemic related forbearances and also are struggling to enter into affordable repayment plans due to the high interest rates, which in many cases could push them into foreclosures. Now, I understand that the Fed can't increase housing supply or prevent foreclosures directly, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the impact of rate hikes on the housing market, especially for those more vulnerable homebuyers. And certainly, we have a new amazing housing bill, the 21st century. I have to get that plug in, that I have six bills in that. So now I yield to you.
Thank you, Congressman.
Yeah,
We
that's full TP right there.
stay out of housing policy, and as the debate that's been had in this room suggests, you all have a lot to say about what housing policy is going to be. But I don't want to suggest that we don't touch
Why didn't you
housing.
take this trade? Because they're still talking.
Housing, we don't target any
But it
particular
looked
risk
extremely
sector.
clean and
Decisions
beautiful.
we make have a big effect on housing. And housing plays a huge role in most households' family budgets, in their savings. So we recognize the importance of it.
And rate hikes, correct?
Absolutely. As I said in my opening statement, if I think broadly about the conduct of policy today, I sounded quite optimistic about what was happening in manufacturing, what was happening in output. But you heard me say a somewhat more cautious note about housing. And I think that's in part because monetary policy, when rates were cut to extremely low levels, provided what was thought of as a once in a lifetime opportunity to get the first house. I would prefer a set of monetary policies that are not boom and bust, that don't just make one generation more fortunate about being able to afford their first home than the next. So, what we can do in monetary policy is try to be clear about our objectives, deliver price stability in the context of full employment, and not react overtly to any data that happens one day or the next. We have an effect on long term rates, and we take it very seriously.
And you'll be sensitive to the issues that I'm bringing up. Okay, in my last minute, let me now turn to fraud and scams, which is one of the top concerns that we've been dealing with lately in this committee and my subcommittee. As you know, payment frauds, including scams, often involve multiple institution and payment methods, and no single agency or entity can solve it alone. What
They're
specific
still
role
speaking.
do
They're
you
still
believe the
speaking.
Fed Reserve should play in helping build a more coordinated cross-sector approach to frauds and scams?
Yeah, so it's another fair one. The Financial Stability Oversight Council, which the Fed is a key member of, fraud is on that agenda. That committee is run by the Treasury Secretary under the law. But the Fed has equities there, and the Fed needs to ensure that, especially with this new generation of technologies, that the American people don't lose confidence in our payment system, don't lose confidence in the banking sector that we regulate. So we do have an important role to play there as well.
I'm gonna interrupt only because I have a few seconds later. I'm glad you mentioned this new generation. I've received feedback that better information sharing between financial institutions and online platforms is key. Do you agree?
Right now this is the 2 minute.
Real-time
2 minute
information between
might
lenders
be a
and
no trade
borrowers
day,
is
which is fine by me.
more available to more hardworking
Yeah,
Americans.
might be.
Thank you, and I yield back.
Gentlewoman yields back. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Rose. You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Hill, and thanks to Ranking Member Waters for holding the important hearing. And Chair Warsh, thank you for being here with us today. Chairman Warsh, prices for agricultural inputs have, after experiencing a spike during the Biden inflation that began in 2021, have
Alright, they're talking about non-important matters at the
witness
moment.
say families are also in my district were themselves hit by the rise in food prices that began under Biden and your predecessor in 2021, and grocery prices remain persistently high. This strains household budgets and makes it harder for people in my district to put food on the table while also paying for all of life's other necessities that are also
following that inflationary period. We saw in the 1980s how hard it is to deal with persistent inflated prices and the difficult decisions it can place on the Fed to get and keep them under control. Can you please tell us what is the Fed doing and what do you intend to do to ensure that a resurgence of inflation does not materialize?
So that's job number one. We cannot, I don't want to overstate, we cannot have a direct, immediate effect on short-term particular prices at the grocery store or in agricultural goods. But the job you gave us and the job we are resolute about accomplishing is to make sure that any short-term changes in particular prices don't flatten out, don't change to a generalized change in the price level. Unfortunately, that's what's happened for the last 63
We're gonna get
years.
an hourly shift.
Debates have to be a thing of the past. I'll make one other note. Good economics, going back a couple of generations, talks about sticky prices. And the longer that prices have been above the inflation target, it's usually a bit harder to dislodge them and get them lower. Our job, my commitment to you, is to take sticky prices and to unstick them.
Thank you. I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment, so I thank you for your perspective. The Fed made some interesting judgment calls during the last administration when it came to its supervision and regulation decisions. Whether it was the war on digital assets, the crusade to make the Fed a climate regulator, or the use of reputation risk to debank disfavored firms and individuals, the Fed allowed itself to become the instrument of partisan actors pursuing goals beyond the powers that Congress has authorized. The Fed needs to stay in the lane that Congress has handed it and not veer off course whenever political winds shift. When the Fed does the latter, it undermines its standing in the eyes of Congress and the American people. Chairman, will you commit to getting the Fed back to truly sticking to its lane? And if so, how do you plan to do
Holy
that?
Unicorn Boys, 2 minute.
Well, I can make that very commitment. Our credibility in monetary policy, our credibility as supervisors, our credibility in payments, these are all tied together. And the way we erode that credibility are two things. We wander outside of our lane into your lane or into the lane of another executive branch. We don't deliver on our promises. The first thing we can do is to deliver on our promises. And the second thing is, as you said more eloquently than I did, stick in our lane. That's what we're going to do.
Thank you again. Both the G7 and the administration have issued statements or executive orders on quantum computing, encouraging financial authorities and U.S. federal agencies to step up their timetable for transitioning to post-quantum computing encryption algorithms. With just a few years until experts warn that quantum computers could break widely used encryption algorithms, what is the Fed doing to address this future risk?
Yeah, so like you, Congressman, it's a future risk. Since I graduated from college more than 30 years ago, quantum computing was always just a few years away. I hope we're there this time because, like in artificial intelligence, I think the United States can be a huge beneficiary. But like with AI, there's risks. I've spent quite a bit of time in my 7 short weeks at the Fed thinking about our vulnerabilities as an institution, thinking about if bad actors were to take technologies that are now at the frontier or might be with quantum in a few years and try to pressure us to do harm to the perception of the U.S. or the Federal Reserve and the system. So we need to harden our technologies. We've got an enormous amount of talent at the Fed. The world's moving faster, and we've got to move fast with it.
Thank you, Chairman Warsh. I see my time is about to expire, so Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. The chair recognizes the ranking member of our task force on monetary policy, Mr. Vargas, California.
Yeah, I think no trades today, boys. I'm fucking done watching these guys.
I want to thank
No trades.
you, of course. Marsh, I appreciate, like everybody else, the communications that we had, and I want to be honest with you that I wish you the best success. I really do. I think if you're successful, I think the Fed will be successful, and the Fed's successful, I think our economy will be successful. Our economy is successful, I think the American people benefit. So I'm one of the ones cheering for you.
Yeah, I'm done. So, boys.
Now,
Unfortunately, Yap session was fucking long. Let me look at tomorrow. He's gonna testify again same time. Yeah, sketchy. Probably gonna be a slow week this week, boys. Probably only gonna trade Thursday and Friday. So keep that in mind. Be careful with your trades. They're still yapping. They're still talking. She could go anywhere. Saw this beautiful bearish unicorn ends up playing out. I have no need, no rush to make money off this trade. I know the unicorn play happens. Nothing else for me to do but wait and be patient. And this was the test. I feel like we passed the test, and that's all I could really say about that. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around, watching me do nothing all day. I fucking love y'all. Have a blessed rest of your day and blessed rest of your week. All right. Love you. Take care.